Good morning, students. In previous class, we have discussed indicators, acidic nature and basic nature, isn't it? So, I'll explain you clearly and briefly also by today. So, indicators. So, the strips of litmus paper, change the color based on the nature of the material put on them. The strips of litmus paper change the color based on the nature of the material put on them. So these are called indicators. Isn't it? So what is the use of these indicators? So whether we want to do the test which substance is a acidic nature or basic nature. So indicators are used to test whether the substance is acidic or basic nature. Acidic nature or basic nature, isn't it? So, what is acidic nature? So, I'll tell you some natural acidic natures are there. So what are they? If you take, for example, HCl, hydrochloric acid, the second one H2SO4, sulfuric acid, it is a king of the chemical, which is H2SO4, means sulfuric acid. Third one HNO3, nitric acid. These are the natural acids, students. Natural acids. So I'll tell you an example. When bitten by an ant, but in which wherever the ant is bitten in our body, so it should be started a burning sensation. Isn't it? And చాలా మండినట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. So what happened in that situation? So the ant is released a formic acid. Isn't it? Which acid is released by an ant? Formic acid. Students. Yes or no? So next you should take a basic nature. You know already basic nature. So the substance, it should be turned from red litmus to blue litmus. The substance, it should be turned from red litmus to blue litmus. It is called a basic nature. You know already, it is a bitter taste, basic. It is a bitter taste and slippery to touch. One example is when you take a soap. So what substances are there available in a soap? Potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. Students. Yes or no? And when you want to take a glass cleaner, isn't it? But which substance is available? Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, isn't it? So when you want to take a milk of magnesia, but which is their base in that? Magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. So when you want to take a lime water, but in that also calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Isn't it? This is the formula of the calcium hydroxide, students. CaOH taken twice, 2. Taken twice, we have to call, students. CaOH taken twice, 2. It means calcium hydroxide is available, which is in that lime water. So now today we have to discuss about chemical indicators. Chemical indicators, students. So these chemical indicators are also described in 2 types. One is methyl orange. The second one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein. These 2 are chemical indicators. So, sir, what is the use of these indicators? So, when we want to take any substance, we have to do the test. Okay, na? Whether the substance is acids or bases. By adding these indicators to the substance, by adding these indicators, isn't it? When you want to take a substance, you can add some methyl orange or phenolphthalein indicators to the substance. So whenever it is turned any color, compulsory we have to intimating this substance is a acidic or it is a basic substance, isn't it? Like that purpose only we can use these indicators, chemical indicators, students. Okay na, students? Now you look at the blackboard, students, once. So my dear students, so next topic is, so but in that first indicator I am taking, that is methyl orange. So when methyl orange is mixed with citric acid, you know, citric acid, it is available in lemon, isn't it? In a lemon juice, nimma rasam. Which acid is there in nimma? That is citric acid is available in lemon juice, students. Yes or no? When methyl orange is mixed with citric acid, then automatically it is turned a red color. It gives a So students, when methyl orange is mixed with citric acid, it gives a red color. It gives a red color. Now the second point, when methyl orange is mixed with bases, it gives a yellow color. It gives a yellow color. Okay, now students, these two are very most important points. Whenever you cut a lemon, but when you cut a lemon, the knife it should be mixed in a methyl orange, then you can cut that lemon, automatically you have to see a red color, isn't it? So next one, when methyl orange is mixed with bases, it gives a yellow color, students. Okay, students, this is information about methyl orange indicator. So now I want to take a phenolphthalein indicator, students. So now here, when phenolphthalein indicator, when phenolphthalein is mixed with in acidic acid, it gives a colorless acidic solution. Colorless acidic solution, students, isn't it? Come close, students. So when phenolphthalein is mixed with basic solution, it gives a pink color. Which color here, students? Pink color. Suppose example for the bases, you know already, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. These are the mixed with phenolphthalein indicator. Compulsory you will get a pink color of the solution. Pink color of the solution, students. Okay, now students. So now I have to rub it. Now you can, students. So what we have to do, one activity here is given. So what is the activity? Here you take 6 test tubes. How many test tubes, students? 6. Take here 6 test tubes. So now you can observe on the blackboard, we have how many test tubes are there? 6. But in 6 test tubes, you should take a lemon juice. Take in equal same. This is the lemon juice, students. Now we have taken already in every test tube, which is that lemon juice. Lemon juice we have taken in 6 test tubes. So we have to add some different metals. So which type of metals? You can add some small pieces of, in that you can take a copper pieces you should take. In that zinc pieces you should take some zinc pieces. But in that aluminium you should take. But in that brass, in that iron pieces you should take. In that magnesium pieces. Now these are the different type of metal pieces we have dipped in a test tube. After some time you can observe the test tube, students. So what you have to observe after some time, the test tube's inner surface of the test tubes, it should be formed a layer is blue green. Which color? Blue green layer. Blue green layer is formed in the surface of the inner surface of the test tube, students. Because of when you want to take copper and iron, it is made by a metal, no? Compulsory we can see in the test tube, inner surface of the test tube is formed. Which color here, students? Blue green layers are formed inner surface of the test tube, students. Okay na? So one more example I'll tell you, students. So when your mother is prepared a pickle, but she is preserved in a glass tumbler. Preserved in a glass tumbler. So it should not damage, isn't it? Should not damage. Is it damaged or not? So because of ingredients are, it should be very less in a pickle, it should be damaged. It is not good taste. On the surface of the pickle, it should be formed a fungus. So, but we are storing maximally in a plastic container, isn't it? So, but in a pickle, when it is stored in a glass tumbler or in different type of containers, it is damaged. If you want to take that pickles, it is harmful to our body, isn't it? So that's why we are not storing, because of it should be found completely, it should be a poison like, isn't it? So, and one more here, students, one more topic, that is acid rains. Acid rains. Now today is the last topic, students, acid rains. So what is acid rains? Acid rain, students. So the acid rains are the combination of carbonic acid. Carbonic acid, it is a combination of, carbonic acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Nitric acid. Nitric acid with a rainwater. So, with a rainwater, this is the definition of acid rains. It is a combination of carbonic acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid along with rainwater. So it is called a acid rain. Acid rain. But here these three are chemicals, students, which are here sulfuric acid, carbonic acid and nitric acid. Nitric acid. So, but this, what is the use? Actually, what is main reason? So, but it should be damages the buildings. When acid rains are to damage, to the reason is main to damage the buildings and monuments. Monuments is nothing but charitratmaka kattadalu, students. Charitratmaka kattadalu. So, like Taj Mahal and Charminar. Taj Mahal and Charminar. These are the monuments. So it should be damaged the main buildings and monuments like Taj Mahal and Charminar. Again some are there. But when these carbonic acid is mixed in a air, isn't it? It turns a nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. Mean this sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide are the main, especially waste gases are in industrial. These are the waste gases. But the released by an industrial. But these gases are released by an industrial. These are the waste gases. But when they are mixed, this carbonic acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid, when these are mixed in a atmosphere, but it should be changed here, it should be turned like a gaseous. When nitric acid, it should be mixed in a atmosphere, nitrogen dioxide, it should be turned. When sulfuric acid, it should be mixed in a atmosphere, sulfur dioxide, isn't it? Like that it should be formed, students. So, my dear students, whatever the topics I explained by today, compulsory you should prepare properly and make notes, some important points and write down in your notebook. Okay, now students? Okay, we have to meet in the next class, students. Bye.